Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're on part 7. Am I unmuted? Is the mic on? Okay, my bad. All right, everyone. We are back. Uh, this is part 7. We're just gonna continue coloring. I know it's a weird time to be streaming. Joshua, what's up? You getting coffee? That sounds good. Ugh. You know what? I have to go to a family like holiday thing today, later today, and I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeinated coffee. Well, I don't drink any caffeine these days anymore. But I will for sure have some caffeine, some coffee there with my family. Oh man, sounds so good. So I was trying. It was hard to find a color that can go. Well, I mean, like I'm going with their shiny versions, of course. So I think the solution is going to be um because the shiny version of Eternatus, the like that red, the maroon really blends in with its red line art, and it was getting really like annoying. And I think the way around that, because it was almost like muting the line art. So I think the way around that, hmm, is to just do I just turn those off? Oh, that's for this one up here. Tiago, oh, thanks for coming through. Had a hell of a day yesterday. Took the wife to physical therapy. Well, I'm in charge of her physical therapy. Her and man, like halfway through the this training session, she like almost passed out. It sucks. So like that's why I didn't stream yesterday. It was like mostly just kind of taking care of all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I have to go to a family thing later today. So like, man, all these obligations. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Matt, oh, what's up? Welcome, Twitch, YouTube, Trovo, and Kick streams. Instagram does not get a stream this morning, and neither does TikTok, because I'm having issues with my vertical plugin for streaming, and I just don't want to deal with it right now. So they're gonna, they're the TikTok and the Instagram will miss out on this stream. I know there's not a lot of people here, but I do want to give a big old shout out to everyone who has picked up a pre-order of this drawing every shiny Pokemon drawing of mine. Trying not to fall asleep on my feet. Got many pre-orders? I have a good amount. Generally the pre-orders won't start rolling in until like the drawing is looking a lot closer to being done, because like people want to see what they're buying. So, um, I wasn't expecting any pre-orders until like we got way closer to the end, because that's usually how it goes when I work on these things. But this one is just, I think it's because people already know. Like I've built some good faith with people, so they know that this is gonna be good. So thank you, yeah. But I mean, like it's not like that crazy amount where I'm gonna pay off a house or something. But like, I mean, yeah, this is the most pre-orders I've done this early in a project. So to me, it's just like, yeah, I'm all about that. That's amazing. Oh well, is it early into the project? People, a lot of people know about this drawing, right? Bags. Yeah, exactly. There are worse jobs. Million percent. What's everyone got planned for this last day of the weekend? What's everyone got planned? Any Christmas holiday whatever plans for anybody? I have to go to a family event today. Well, I don't have to do anything. I'm choosing to go. You did your first 10-hour drawing challenge? Ah, shit. That's sweet. How'd that go? Oh, wait. Oh, you still have to do it. That's what you're going to be doing. What's the subject matter? Oh, all right. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go try and wake up. 500 minutes left. You're on skulls right now. Well, you guys see, I did quite a bit of work off stream. I recorded everything, so I mean, it'll all be available once this is all done. But I did quite a bit of coloring for Gen 8 and the Hisui stuff off stream. Eternatus is causing like the biggest holdup on the progress. So, all right, let me save it real quick. I also didn't make a backup copy of the file today yet, so I got to do that when this is done saving. I was able to improve the save times because before, you know how it was taking like 3-4 minutes to save each time. I was able to speed it up a little bit. Basically, the drive that I have the working file on was it was getting really full and I didn't realize it. So full drives are really bad. So I dropped it down to like yeah, I dropped down pretty far, and then I was able to get rid of a lot of the folders in this file because I keep everything in folders to keep everything organized. But all I did was because this is not like the master version of the Pokemon drawing. You know, the master version is the regular non-shiny one. So I just compressed all them into all the folders into just single files, and now it's saving a lot faster. It's still longer than I prefer, but it's not 4 minutes and shit like it was before. What art program do I use? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, the reason it takes a long time to save is just the file's just massive. There's nothing else. It's just the file. It's a lot of data to save. It's like a combination of hot and cold in my office right now. It's like it's too cold to not wear a jacket, but this jacket's too hot. Welcome everybody. If you're just tuning in, I am drawing every Pokemon Gen 1 through 8, including Legends Arceus Shiny. I've actually already finished this drawing in non-shiny, but now that that's done, I'm going back, recoloring the entire thing shiny. So, be right back while this saves. I had a nice set of Philips uh open open headphones. Um but I ended up selling them because I was just like, I like my IEMs. And I'm not saying I regret that, but yeah. And we'll go in and clean up because I'm hitting everything with a paint bucket right now. So, like I've stated before, we're just hitting everything with a paint bucket for now, and then once all the colors are in place, we'll go back in and like manually clean up everything with a brush on every character. So our first pass, there's like I guess three passes on this drawing. The first pass is this where we're hitting it with a paint bucket and just placing all the colors, and then the second pass will be like cleaning up any like, oh, the paint bucket went outside the line kind of stuff, right? It's to go in and clean all that up. And then the third pass is to go, oh, the final pass is to go, well, what was that? The final pass will be to go back over it again and find any dead pixels that I might have missed. So we're doing the first pass. We got a little bit more work to do after this. That looks solid. What if I told you I missed a Pokemon? I don't have. I only have This indeedy. I don't have the other one. I mean, I'm confident it's in there. I just can't find it. So that's gonna be something we tack on at the end if I can't find the other one. Like, how could he have missed that? Well, I know how I could mess that up because we work on these. Because anytime we do like an update or whatever, I'm working on them for like 14 hours a day. So anyway, that's fun, right? He is human. Happy Gilmore is human after all. So the color palette on Armored Mewtwo and Shiny Armored Mewtwo are the same thing. So we're just going to go ahead and just jack the colors for my non-shiny version. Oh, dang it. Copy it, paste it to a new layer, and then just kind of clean it up from there. The only thing that's different is, of course, it's the same thing as with regular Mewtwo. It's, God damn it. Oh, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. And so the only difference is the same thing as regular Mewtwo with the green tail. What? Mm, fuck it. It's never mind. All right, there's a little bit of deciphering I have to do here. Trying to find a halfway decent reference picture uh, for the armor color. You know what? Do you know what has a really good what the best reference for this is gonna be? I got my Pokemon Go account. I'm gonna open this bitch up. I totally forgot about Community Day that just passed. All right, so I do have myself an armored Mewtwo in game, so I could just use this for color reference. You have to be super organized to keep all those layers straight. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty organized with all this. I actually okay, so this is a shiny recoloring, so this isn't like the master copy of the file. No, how do you say like the non-shiny one? That's the one that actually is like the one that I hold sacred, right? This one's just like a modification of that. So what I've done was like I took all the folders that I was using to keep everything organized, and I just kind of flattened all the folders because like the save times were taking too long. Hopefully, in a few years, when we end up having to do the Gen 12, Gen 13 update to the non shiny one, um, whenever that is. Hopefully by then I will have upgraded my computer and will have not have to worry about excessively long save times. And I know I've been harping about my working file save times for a bit, but I mean we're losing like hours a day because of the save times on it. I'm actually excited to go. There's a family event that I have to go to today. Weird. I'm actually excited to go. All right. Dozing off while standing up. So let's hit save. None of that. All right, so let's go ahead and save it, and then go stretch and try not to fall asleep while standing up. Welcome everyone. We are just waiting for the file to save, and then we will continue. Oh man, I had no idea what the shiny Hisui Voltorb looked like. That is cool. have so many reference pictures pulled up right now. Sometimes a little tricky to keep track of everything. It's like like Dog said, you got to be organized, and everything is organized. I just can't remember in what order I've organized them. Starting earlier than well, early on the clock, late for me mentally. You know I ain't gone to sleep yet. Which phase do you enjoy the most? Sketching, inking, or coloring? Actually, the the planning, the composition of it, is really fun. I think going back and proofreading everything is probably the most enjoyable part. because you like all your hard work pays off. Oh, jeez. Gotta wake up. The accomplishment phase, yeah. It's like, it's like collecting your prize. Let's hit save. Gotta pull up another reference picture. Okay. Same color palette as the as Overquill, so oh, I just realized I'm like falling off the face cam. I assume you would enjoy inking the most, given your experience in that. Well, okay. I wasn't sure if you were referring to like these kinds of big projects or in general. Um, I think in general, overall, my favorite is the the conception part when I'm coming up with ideas. I have like pages and pages notebooks of like potential things. A lot of them never, well, I mean, most of them never really become anything, just because like they're just they're like fleeting ideas. But sitting and brainstorming, like I don't get that much time to do that here at home because like there's so much to do. But like when I'm on a plane and I'm like flying to work or something and I got nothing going on around me, I could just sit there for like however many hours and just come up with ideas. That's my favorite part of everything. So we're actually just gonna color pick. And I know these colors look a little washed out and they look a little light, but that's because it's up against a white background, and I'm not going to use like pure white for any of the like the white areas on the Pokemon. I have like a shade that I'm using to replace white, because on the non-shiny version I'm using like hard white on there, and I actually my taste in colors has changed since then. So the background to this is actually going to look something like, it's going to be something gray, but I'm not quite sure how dark we're going to go with that. But yeah, so when those colors are up against that background, because the normal non-shiny version is up against it like pretty bright tan color. Yeah. So when you put these colors up against that gray, boy, they pop. They look really good, right? So if anyone's wondering why some of the colors look a little washed out, the colors I'm picking are a little washed out. That's why, because ultimately it's going to be pressed up against that. Talking more like the actual drawing process in general. Because I know some people whose job title is colorist or penciler. Okay, yeah. No, to me, coming up with the ideas is the funnest part. Okay, there's too much purple here. It should be primarily gray. Because like you know, I like practice a lot. I draw a lot, you know, and sometimes on real talk, sometimes it gets really stale, you know. Sometimes I get tired, and I'm just like, the one thing I never get tired of is coming up with ideas. Whether or not they whether or not they become something, you know, that's a different story. But I mean, how many times can I go through like an instructional book, right? How many times can I rewatch a tutorial? Like how many fucking gesture drawings can I go through? You know what I mean? Like how many years of like drawing without an undersketch until that just gets really, really old? Like even this, when I do these big projects, there's like a sequence to it, right? Now the only thing that's keeping me very engaged with this one is because this is the 10-year anniversary. It's a 10-year anniversary project. For those who don't know, it's been 10 years since I did the first version of this Pokemon drawing. So to celebrate that, that's why we're doing the shiny variation. But I think everyone in the chat right now knows that. That's just for the new people. Yeah, but like even doing these bigger projects, it's a sequence, right? It's the same thing over and over. The only thing, and I don't know if we've ever talked about this. The As an artist, it's like the only consistent thing that's different, if that makes any sense, is being able to sit down and come up with ideas. Because you know, with enough mechanical practice, enough technical practice, anybody can, you know, like ink without sketching, the Kim Jong Gi thing, you know. Uh that's kind of, I don't know if we've ever talked about this. That's like where my I've been lately. I I have it's much harder to come up with an interesting idea than it is to um, technically render out an idea. I swear I'm not trying to ramble. There's a point I'm trying to get. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. But yeah, because that's harder. That's my favorite part. Because when you come up with a good idea, oh shit, sounds like I'd be interested in doing concept art. Yeah, perhaps. Oh, you know what Pokemon I'm a fan of is the Hisuian Lilligant. It's like a Peter Pan esque design. That's really cool. Ah, I got too many windows. Ah. Oh, hold on. My wife, for some reason, is awake right now. She's texting me. Your struggle. All right. So Krim, in the Twitch chat, says the struggle is not getting bored with your ideas. Oh man, that's everyone, right? Or getting frustrated because like you can't really come up with a good idea. As I get older, well, not older, as I get more experienced, um, I've put so much emphasis on technical skill over the past however many years, and I just like I could, not to like boast, but I could like draw anything, you know. Um, I could like shift perspective like at will. You know what I mean? Like nothing on the technical side. The only thing that challenges me is like learning a new medium, which is, I've taken up oil painting earlier this year. Watercoloring, but watercoloring, I've been doing that with the Pentel stuff for a while, and that got easy. And it's just like on a technical side, things are just so boring to me now. So as I get older, I've learned such a huge appreciation for like concept and idea. Yeah. Who do I want to see a mega evolution of in the new game? Um, for years, the one that I've always wanted to see was a Mega Lapras, but Gigantamax Lapras basically took the perfect design for a Mega Lapras. So I'm just like, whatever, let's skip that one. Um, they got to mega up some of the 4 and 5, the Gen 4 and Gen 5 Pokemon. Like, let's get a Mega Electivire and a Mega Magmortar. Because you know the Gen 5 was kind of supposed to be like a semi reboot of this franchise. You know, it was supposed to be like it's like all right, we're starting fresh here, right? But so there's like a lot of there's a lot of good Pokemon in Gen 5, and then all of a sudden like they just don't use any of them anymore for anything. So I think 4 and 5 need to get something. Surfetched. Uh, Rapidash. Yeah, oil painting can be scary because it's so expensive and you have to waste a lot of it to learn. Like you're gonna waste a lot of it while you're learning. You know, it's not like a Copic marker where it's just like a couple of drips here and there. Practice like all in, you can spend like $20 and get like an entire week of practice sessions, right? Oil painting is like if you want to work with more than like two colors, you're deep. You know what I mean? So, and then you gotta wait for it to dry. You don't even know if it's gonna look good. You're like, oh, I hope this looks good. I'm gonna come back to you in like a week. So I think Rapidash, for sure needs a mega. If not Rapidash, Ninetales. Um, Probably not both of them though, because that's too much. Um, no, but Electivire, Magmortar, Magnezone, um, Blissey, Togetic. They can give Charizard another one. Do you know who need? You know who needs one? Okay, so I get everybody here watched the Digimon at one point, right? Did you watch season 2 with Vmon? and the digi eggs. Okay, so I've always had this idea, and I don't know why they've never done this before. So you know how Eevee evolves through all kinds of weird ways. You know, just like how the Digimon needed the the eggs, right, to digivolve into different things. I'm just like, why don't they just give Eevee just like a regular evolution? Like if like hypothetically, like if you haven't tried to evolve it in a weird way to get a one of the type evolutions, if you get it to like level 32, then it just evolves into like a bigger Eevee, a normal type. Why don't they do that? Is there a medium that sells particularly well in cons? At conventions, at comic book conventions, I will say that traditional originals do sell better. Like just because the crowds, they like crowds in general prefer traditional originals on hand. But if you're talking about like prints, nah, it's subject matter. Subject matter is king. Like I would even argue that I would even argue that like the technical quality of the artwork doesn't matter because I've seen some jank sell really well. You know, the people who are buying the stuff, they're not artists. They don't have the eye. They don't know what good composition is. Their brain will know when they look at something, but for the most part, they kind of just want to see their favorite character. And if that character has like half their titties out, then oh, they for sure you're gonna probably sell more. That's just how it is. Um, so basically, if you're doing prints, doesn't really matter. Subject matter is the more important thing. But if you are going to be bringing like original one of a kinds, those do really well. And when it's original, it could be any medium. People just like having the originals. Oh man, this shiny right here. Where are you? the fuck? I could have sworn it was up here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I knew it was in the blue area. I was like, what? Why can't I find this? There it is. I was just like, okay. I was freaking out there. Is it true that you said about subject matter? You've seen some terrible quality stuff sell just because of the subject. Yeah, but I mean, like when it comes to selling at specifically at conventions to a large amount of like because the crowds that go to those things, I mean, they're not the kind of crowds that like if you have an art gallery, you're gonna get a particular crowd, right? So that's just the people who go to those things. They're there for their fandom. They're there with their friends. They just want to have fun. They want to grab some crazy stuff to put on the wall. Like that's it. Um, if you are in the market of selling at those kinds of events, I hate suggesting this, but it is practical advice. Don't put too much work into the thing that you're selling. Like put work into like the idea as in like okay you could chase the trends too like well whatever's hot and then the argument about like chasing what's really popular when they say don't do that because everybody does it and there's oversaturated. I'm like yeah but like that's what people want and you just have to hope that they get to you and buy yours before they see somebody else's and buy theirs you know um like I don't need to do these kinds of projects to be successful at conventions. Yeah. Anyway, it it really really is like that. It's just gonna go off again on my spiel. Yeah, because having really well put together high quality in regards to technical art doesn't help you get in. You know, the shows don't care, or if they do care, they have people looking at the applications who don't know what they're looking at. You know, um, so that's why normally I would never say you know uh, to half-ass work, but I mean you can get away with it, so why not? Isn't that just the funnest? It's sad to be like that. Look, it's you know, um, it's as simple as like you have to kind of divorce the idea that place to sell art is like. Hold on, my dog, my dog scratching at the door. Anyway, like I was saying, in short, it's places that you sell art aren't necessarily. It's like if you're selling to a general audience, the technical stuff honestly doesn't matter. Now, if you're like working in a comic book industry and you got a bunch of nerds reading your reading it and they're looking at the artwork, they know what they're looking at. They have a little, they have some taste. So that's different, right? But j- j- just because all right, so we're talking specifically conventions. It has the word artist in the name Artist Alley. It has nothing to do with art or quality of art. It's just a place. It's just a place to sell shit. It's a especially these days. It is so close to just being a fucking flea market. you know? So I wouldn't yeah. Nobody should ever stress out about, about shows and your artwork not getting appreciated at shows or whatever. If we, specifically, we're talking about conventions. The only thing that it has to do with quote art is that they use the word artist in the name of the artist alley. Otherwise, it got nothing to do with any of that. All those like hundreds of hours you spend like studying, irrelevant there. And it took me a long time to like mentally separate the two things because I was just like, well, this is where artists go. Nah, got mad depressed the first time because you're out here with Spider-Man jumping off a building, making no sales. Meanwhile, Hot Topic girl next to you selling out pinups of JoJo. That's what I'm telling you. This is what people want. That's all it is. You're going. I mean, you go into an event. You can't make them want something that they don't. You know what I mean? Like they go there for a reason, and if you're not providing that reason, then they're not gonna get from you. You know, and you know how anime people are, fucking degenerate. But you know, conventions have rules against that kind of stuff, so you can get as close as humanly possible, right? That's all it is. Not degenerate in a bad way. I mean, just what it is. All right, everyone. We are going to finish cleaning up this portion right here, and then I have to call it for the moment. I have my wife's away, so I got domestic stuff I had to take care of, and then I also have to go to a family event, like a Christmas thing, later. So we will do another stream at some point today. I just don't know when I'm gonna get home. And damn, maybe I won't. Okay, don't count on me having another stream today. But I don't have any appointments this week. I don't have any doctor's appointments. I don't have anything. It's Christmas. Everyone's closed. So this upcoming week is going to be like old school days where we're just going to stream basically until my body fucking gives out, right? So we've been on easy mode for like the first week of this. So we've made okay progress, but for a week, that's really not that good. Um, I would like to have the whole thing done by the end of next week, which I could totally see happening. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who has picked up pre orders of this. Normally, we don't get pre orders of these big projects until we get closer to the end, just because, you know, people like to see what they're ordering. But y'all trust me enough to know that I'm going to make this real nice. So thank you, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Be safe, and I'll catch you tomorrow.